My one.
And they just want an excuse to put their like selfie from the beach up. Yeah.
My one is mine's a post, but the bit I want to highlight is the clap back in the comments. So the original post is, I actually saw this post as well. I didn't see the clap back. Being a headhunter is different than being a recruiter. Recruiters fill jobs. Headhunters find people that companies can't reach on their own. Recruiters focus on applicants. Headhunters focus on the hidden market. The 90% of talent that isn't applying, but is open to the right call. Recruiters match resumes. Headhunters study industries, build trust, and go directly after the best. It's not about volume, guys. It's about precision, persistence, and relationships built over years. That's the difference. Now that post has had quite a few comments and a few
people kicking off,
engagements and stuff like that. This guy's name is, I'm going to just call him out because I don't know who he is. Ryan, Jaco, Jaco, and the first name Ryan, Ryan. The comment is from the Recruiter Life, who are amazing. The Recruiter Life is such a... He's gone, did you know that you can make the word crayon with the letters in your name? I'd suggest you stop eating them. Headhunting is part of recruitment. Full stop.
That is brilliant.
I suggest you stop eating them.
That is amazing.
How long have they sat there to figure out?
Oh, that's so good.
Do you know what? They comment on stuff really quickly.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's like a CRM or something.
I think it might be a CRM.
Oh, I know exactly who that is. No, they're not, because they are...
Five-ish sponsors of Recruitment Life.
Yeah, that's right.
They're just like a parody page.
Yeah, they're really quick and like witty with their comments. Like you'd think that must have taken you ages, but they're on it.
Yeah,
I don't know who manages it, but I was going to say I completely disagree with that.
I mean, headhunting and recruitment.
If you are a decent recruiter, then you are doing all those things.
Yeah. I think headhunting is just a type of and form of recruitment.
And also it's just a different way of, it's a terminology.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But I think people like to use it and be like, I'm a headhunter. To elevate themselves.
Yeah.
Well, recruitment agencies that do any recruitment agency that works on roles where the average fee might be more than 20k and it's a bit of a niche market, they'll say, we're hiring headhunters because they want to convince recruiters who are called senior recruitment consultant to come and work for them. They go, listen, you're a senior recruitment consultant now. Do you want to come and be a headhunter? They use people use job titles.
I think it's to try and impress the clients.
Yeah, we're headhunters.
Oh, we've got our headhunters.
Yeah, we've got this. What's he said? The relationships trust. But yeah, what a wanky post.
Yeah,
I don't agree.
When we speak to people about our product, though, I find you do get people that sit on both sides of the fence. Like some people come to us and they're like, I go out and find candidates. I don't use job boards. I don't use this. I don't use that. And then some people come to us and they're like, what job boards do you have? And they're really like,
I think it depends on the market.
Yeah,
like you do find people that are super one side or the other.
Candidate-led or client-led.
Yeah, because if you're doing temp recruitment and you're looking for fucking forklift drivers, you're not going to be do you know what I mean?
You're not a headhunter. Well, you can't be a headhunter.
No, but what I mean is you wouldn't have such a black and white differentiate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're going after C-suite, finance people,
but like
it's going to depend, isn't it?
To put a statement out to say, headhunting is all about like building relationships. Like whether you're a recruiter or a headhunter, if you're placing C-suite people, it's probably done by relationships. Full stop. You can call yourself whatever you want, right? But you need to know. Should be. Recruiter Life. That's the first time they've made it onto our show. And I'm surprised because they don't
come up in my feeds as much anymore.
No, they don't come up in mine.
They used to be top all the time. I used to absolutely love their posts. But I don't see them come up.
Nah. Yeah. I've not seen it in ages.
Tom, you'd be glad to know I put that screenshot already in a folder for you.
For once.
I'm usually very late with sending my screenshot.
Whereas I've already prepped it in advance.
I can get you my screenshot.
Yeah.
We'll be chasing you for it.
In my folder, not your folder.
Do you want lots of screenshots and stuff for all this? Actually,
just need the one screenshot from
We don't need to plan
We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, we don't need to plan it now.
Fine.
Right. I've got to make sure mine loads up now. So this is one, I sometimes go for jokey ones, but this is more of it's written like tongue-in-cheek, Andy Hallett. It's his post. I can say that.
Hallett or Simpson?
Sorry. No, hold on. I'm
Simpson from Hinterview?
Yeah.
Yeah, him Simpson.
Sorry, Andy. I saw it and I was like, love this post. So most recruiters won't like this post. FYI, this is a bit of a long one, okay? But there is no truth, only perception, and this is mine. There are two types of mid-size agency offices. The first is near silent, just the gentle taps of a keyboard, like mice planning a heist. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They tell me their market is different. The people in it don't like to talk. The phone is cruel and unusual. These rare, mysterious candidates are beyond an outsider's comprehension. They do research, important research, the kind so profound it can only be done with LinkedIn open and the blinds half closed. Sometimes the silence is so complete you can almost hear deals not happening. Then sometimes I walk into another office, same market, same clients, same candidates. So I've just got to open the next screenshot. Different universe. It's never quiet. Everyone's on Teams, someone's on mute, someone else needs to go on mute, headsets charging mugs, the music is one song too loud, someone's pitching while microwaving soup, and the top bill is sponsored by Bluetooth. You wait to speak because everyone's already busy speaking with the people who don't like to speak. Even the plants look busy, and here's the thing. Every time I find noise, I also find bigger numbers. On the TV screens, on the whiteboard, presumably in the pay slips, and yet nobody ever interrupts their research to find out why. Fucking love that post.
Very good.
Go on, Simo, that is fucking
I read
wicked.
it and I was like, I feel alive after reading that.
Oh, man,
but
I love
it's
that.
so true.
So true.
I'm so fed up of going into these agencies where it's fucking silent and I'm the only one talking.
Yeah.
And their excuses, it's our market and research.
Oh, the
Bullshit.
market being different. Do you know what?
I wish I had my NASA button.
Oh, where is it?
Oh,
Forgot
client.
it. It's in my office.
You have to.
No discount.
I assume that this is yours.
discount, all right.
This is yours.
What do you think
Yeah,
about that?
no, definitely. Because again, we speak to when I speak to people, you can tell the ones that are doing really well are often active. And there's this guy. His name's Daz. I'll leave it in so in case we can bleep it out if we want to. But he always says to me, in fact, he fancies himself a bit because when he's on the blower, he's like, "There's only one Daz, mate. Remember that." And he always says that to me before he goes, "There's only one Daz. Remember that."
Yeah, I love
and when we were onboarding him to the product, he was starting solo recruiter. And often people find it hard to get up and running, right? And in the first 3 months, I was checking in with him to see how he was getting on the product. He did 5 deals with 3 new clients, which I was like, that's pretty decent, mate. And he was like, I'm disappointed. I wanted 7 deals.
Like that.
And he always reminds me, there's only one Daz, right? And I was like, how'd you do it? And he was like, my non-negotiable from 9 to 12 is I'm on the phones and I do the shit that other people don't want to do. So I'm ringing the switchboards, I'm asking for leads, I'm just doing all the dirty stuff that other people won't touch. Yeah. Do that for 3 hours from 9 till 12. And then after that...
It's not changed.
No, that's the same as it was when I started, probably all of us. And we're not reinventing the wheel here. Nah. But it's just doing the things that other people won't do.
It's a good way of framing it.
There's only one Daz.
Only one Daz.
Yeah.
Only one person that's doing this.
That's a mic drop. Only one Daz.
Watches it.
Yeah, he's a love. Do you know what? He's a lovely bloke, and he's always so grateful for the stuff that we do.
Yeah,
like he's super
thankful.
And I say to him, I'm like, you're always so like the gratitude from you is massive, and he's like, that's not by accident, mate.
That's what
there's only one Daz. There's only one Daz, mate.
We should get him on the show.
But Simo is hitting the nail on the head there because honestly, when I started consulting and I was going around to different agencies and they'd be like, there'd always be one sort of like reticent person like in the room, like maybe like a sales manager or an associate director level person who's got a bit of a cushy number there, or, an ops manager that doesn't really want to have difficult conversations with people. And I'll always ask for all the call times and numbers and stats to be shared before I turn up for a site visit. And I'm having a look at it and I'm like, some people are spending 35 minutes a day on the phone. It's like,
what?
And it's like, and then you look at the notes on the system and it's like, all right, well, that was 2 interview prep calls. So actually you did no new calls with new candidates.
I don't understand
so it. And then, so you go and you have this conversation. Then I remember being in a room once and someone turned around and said to me, it was like, what markets did you work in then? I was like, would you, as a recruiter, as an ops manager, or in my consulting business?
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, as a recruiter. So I told him as a recruiter. Then I said, would you like to know why I did as an ops manager? Yeah. And so you've worked in quite a lot of the different industries then. I was like, I've worked at agencies where we do 110 grand placements in super candidate short hedge funds. And I've also worked in like shift management firms where they're nicking £1 or 2 an hour.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you're going to tell me about how your market is different. Do you know what the ironic thing was? They were just a tech data recruitment business.
Right.
So it wasn't even like they were
typical,
anything really, really special. But everyone's always got that feeling. And it really, when you unpack it, it's because they don't want to have difficult conversations. They don't want to do the graft. And that's what it is.
It's hard.
For me,
hard.
anybody that at the moment is saying that, we shouldn't be making people go on the phone, or the phone doesn't really, it's not the main mode anymore. And I've called this out in private many times, haven't I? It's because you're shit at sales and you're scared of the phone. End of. That is why you're saying it. And it's worrying that there's people in L&D saying things like that in our industry.
Really?
Worrying. Yeah, fucking really ridiculous because it's like ultimately if we go backwards, it's because you aren't very good at sales or you don't like sales.
Yeah.
All right. So I think play that. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say I was going to say that everything works some of the time. Like I always try and tell people, like, with anything that you're doing, whether that's a marketing project or an operational initiative to improve anything, like all the tactics work some of the time.
Sure.
We just don't know. It's impossible to predict when
because we deal with people and people have different preferences.
Which is why you have to have multi-channel, omni-channel, multiple touch points, different times a day. That's why you have to be like clever about how you do the stuff. So it's not phone only works.
No.
Email only works. LinkedIn only works. Content is the only way.
You've got to use it all.
Got to use it all, man. Especially in 2025, in recruitment in 2025, you have to use it all.
Yeah.
But the one that does get neglected is the one that's the hardest.
Yeah,
that's the phone.
Yeah,
and social gets neglected as well, which I think is the best one. What I was going to say, though, playing devil's advocate on that, is do you think that the generations coming through that do use the phone less are going to make it so that the phone does work less?
So a lot of people say this about Gen Z. I work with a lot of Gen Z, but also a lot of millennials. Honestly, recently, I would say in the last 6 months, probably even longer, the people I have the hardest time with in BD are the millennials. It's not the Gen Z. They're Gen Z. I haven't had an issue. They're more than happy to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, well, they don't work. I haven't seen that. Like, for me, it's the millennials I work with that are the ones that are avoiding it. They're nervous about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't.
Wow.
I don't. Maybe I've just been exposed to
Did you see the Enzo Tech group LinkedIn post? They did that TikTok trend, which is, of course, we're recruiters. We're recruiters. Of course, we've got beer pipes. And it got hammered, right? It ended up in the Daily Mail. Ended up in the Daily Mail. This twat of a woman, I'm going to find her name because we should definitely out her. She's a rec to rec based down in like Taunton or something. Yeah, it really annoyed me.
From the heart.
It really annoyed me because here's some young lads and girls who are all school leavers, by the way, because I think that's their MO. Enzo Tech's MO is school leavers. You want to graft, you want to wear nice clothes, you want to be around good-looking people,
like
have
18,
nice things. They're all like that's their vibe, right?
Sure.
So all these people doing these TikTok trends, and they're all making money and working, not sitting at home, and not sitting at home, not doing anything, not selling drugs, not just like learning another trade or being.
But it could be on the side.
Yeah, probably. I take that back. But like, there's them working, and she just comes in and absolutely berates them, and like talks about the younger generation, this, that, and the other. I'll find the comment because I think it's worthwhile sharing that in the pod. And people went in on her. I went in on her. I was like, who on earth? It
wasn't actually that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. And I was like, who on earth are you to be like taking the mick out of these? Like they got an entire floor of young people, young British kids grafting. And that's the sort of firm where you are grafting as well. So
you'd walk in that off, I can picture it now, and I would smile as I walked in, be like a buzz of noise.
Yeah.
And like,
is now a good time to talk?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
You wanted 40 grand. I got you 45. It'd be one of them, obviously.
Yeah.
I loved it. Right.
Can I quickly go and blow my nose? I know that's not very professional.
Blow it there.
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah.
Sorry for the audio.
Anything goes, Rosie.
You might want to take your headphones off, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. There's a noise coming, mate. And this will be a nice little clip for you.
Yeah.
Before my nose falls out on set.
Oh, stunning.
I did say I was going to walk away. Yeah, thank you.
Heard that in 4K.
Right. 4K nose blow. Right, we're on to rec stories.
Okay.
You guys.
Start with the
I'll start with mine.
Yeah, go.
Mine's a borderline rec story.
Yeah.
It was a story that happened in my old company.
Which was a recruitment agency?
Was a recruitment agency.
So it's a recruitment story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a company about 70 people larger than this. I think they're a bit bigger now. But at the time, we had a few stag do's we were going on. So we had like a bit of a lad stag group within the company.
Oh, this is going to be good.
on WhatsApp. And at the time, the CEO he was still working, but he was kind of retired. He was just still part of the company, but 70, right?
On the stag do.
And he came on the stag do's. Yeah, one of the stag do's he couldn't make, so we had a cardboard cutout of him. And it was my job to take him, I won't say his name,
I'd love to go on a stag do.
And these stag do's were intense. You know, we had one of the lads dressed up as a, well, I won't say it.
You can say it.
Gimp suit, basically.
It was in a gimp suit, and he through the airport. We gave him his bag, and it was just a bag of potatoes, and it's all those stories you hear about. It was just,
basically, did you make his life hell?
Basically, the directors of the company were like, "Oh, we're going on a stag do. I've not been on one in 20 years. Let's just go full out." It was like that kind of thing. So it was like, yeah. On the other hand, we had a whole company WhatsApp group, 70, 80 people in it.
Oh no!
And Stephen, used to get those. Used to send around the videos, and he'd sent a video to the stag group, but it wasn't the stag group.
Oh shit!
It was the whole company. He'd sent a video. I don't really know how to explain the video, but it was something that a CEO that should not be sending to the whole company. Put it that way. I'll show you a clip of the. So I can send you that.
Look at the response underneath.
Is this real? I've looked at it.
It was so good. Kate was HR. Like it was just. It was so good. It was so good.
So good.
The best thing about the
the best thing. He was like, how do I delete it? And then he's like, oh, I've deleted it. And then someone was like, no, you've just deleted it for yourself. So now no one can delete it.
Yeah. Instead of deleting for everyone, he just deleted for me. So it was left.
Oh no!
So it's probably still in the chat. Unless
to this day.
Yeah.
But at least he's the one saving grace is that he is the CEO.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was like someone like a consultant,
I think it's the CEO. It's worse.
Yeah, but the fact that he was like everyone.
I mean, he can't sack himself, but
everyone knew he was a bit of an older guy. He was retiring. He was. It was just very him.
Was it a video?
Yeah.
I can only imagine what was going on.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah.
Why is it the missending, accidental send stuff is just such good stories?
It's so funny.
We've had so many
of those.
If it happens
to you, it is
horrendous.
Yeah. Your heart sinks. When we were in the car on the way down here, you said we need stories, and he was struggling.
I was racking.
He was like,
"That's amazing."
I was like, "What about what your CEO did?" He was like,
"Oh my god!"
He almost like reached across the car. He was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
If you worked in recruitment, I've got banks of stories now from people. Like Vic sent me like a few. I've got so many from people. And do you know what it is? It's the people that have been in it about 10 years.
Yeah,
I feel like 10 years ago.
We've got the best.
10 years ago was a bit Wild West. And speaking of Wild West.
Yeah, go on. You go.
Is this one you wanted? We nearly told this last time.
You told this last time. I thought it was a bit close to the wire, but I'm going to tell it anyway now. This one isn't the Wild West. It's the Wild Middle East. It's called the Libya Project. Is the name of the story. So
have you written a book?
Strap yourself in.
Go on, give us the blurb.
That's not a bad idea, you know.
Story time
and the end, do like a cozy book.
Of all the stories.
Yeah.
Well, when I started in recruitment, there was an oil and gas division. Right. The oil and gas recruitment world was mental. Obviously, it's dissipated now because everything's renewable energy and so on and so forth. But back then, it was generally your candidate pool was a lot older British men, and like you're doing like 3 weeks on, 1 week off.
They made a lot of money.
You're working,
as well.
Thousands. It all came with danger money, didn't it? Like you're not going to Libya for £400 a day, are you? You're going to want a bit of extra cash for that. Yeah. But with a lot of these oil and gas projects, you would more often than not be living on a compound where you've got like security, etc. Because obviously Libya is a bit dangerous place. Mate of mine, really good mate of mine, had a contractor he was about to place out on this Libya project. He already had one guy working there, right? So he's got the offer. The guy's got the offer for the job, the candidate, and he's trying to close the candidate. And he's like, listen, mate, it's safe out there. I promise you. I've got a mate. Let's call him Bob, as we always do.
Bob again, yeah.
So Bob's over there already. He's been over there for a few months. He's loving life. Why don't I put you in touch with Bob, and Bob can give you a bit of an insight, a reference on it. Well, they get him on a call. They arranged a call between them. So new candidate who's going out there called John speaks to Bob about going out there. My mate doesn't know what's happened on that conversation. Anyway, John then messages Ben, my mate, to say,
I had to chat with Bob.
Good chat with Bob. Bit honest, but good chat. Where do I sign? And he's like, fucking hell, brilliant. Well, I've got this deal done, this and the other. Anyway, he'd asked Bob to summarise what they'd spoken about or put it all in notes and stuff. And my mate Ben's gone through this email and he's reading it. And as he gets down to like the second or third paragraph, there's a line in there that says, yeah, it's fantastic. And on the weekends, we all go out on boat trips. Yeah. No, it's brilliant. Security there and everything. Yeah. And loads of hookers. Yeah. We're just all weekend.
Was he like
hookers on the boat? And obviously Ben's just not read the email because he's just like, it's just going to be a reference email, isn't it?
Not another misread email.
And he's just I didn't even think, what bad thing could he say in there? Because the guy said, yes, he's going to take the job. But the fact that he went, bit honest. This other candidate.
Well, he was obviously impressed. He was like, yeah.
He signed up.
It's a yes from me.
He went for it.
Yeah. Compound living.
Love a boat trip.
Boats and brasses.
Yeah.
Boats and brasses in Libya. That's a fucking fragrance.
No, it's Boats and Hoes.
Yeah,
Boats and Hoes.
What film's that from? Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
But yeah, the oil and gas stories are so wild, man. Like every week something would happen in our office and it was like everyone had to go in the boardroom to have a conversation about it. Obviously we laughed about it afterwards, but when you're dealing with it at the time, it was bad. There was another quick side one. When they live on compounds, it's all expenses paid, so you don't need to spend your own money.
So the hookers are paid for as well?
Well, if you have to dip into your own cash for that.
Right.
If you've got a joint account.
Can't expense
if you've got a joint account with your missus at home, you can't really be dipping into the joint account money.
No.
There's a geezer that was working out there that's called up the recruiter in our office and gone, here, mate, any chance you can send me 500 quid? Because I can't get it out of my joint account and I owe.
Yeah, but how would the wife know? How would they know? Because it'd be cash. It's not going to be
No,
like
but he
direct
only has a
debit.
joint account. So if he takes cash out of the joint account, his missus is going to say, what do you need cash for while you're on an all expenses paid compound life?
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, how do you explain the need to take cash out of your joint account?
Bought you a
That's what
present.
Yeah. Chlamydia.
That's like the scene at Wolf of Wall Street when the dad walks in and he's like got the laptop. I can't think of what the company's called. TJ Entertainment or something like.
It's like
well, we
40K
spent
or
$2,000, yeah.
Yeah, oil and gas stories. I've got so many of those, and I think they're just going to have to come out because they are so funny.
Yeah, you need to drip feed them out.
Drip feed them.
That's
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's what that was literally 10 years ago. There was one of them stories.
That was normal, yeah.
One of them stories every single week at work. And
Really?
every week there'd be something like that happening. It's just, you got a certain demographic of candidate in a certain part of the world with a load of cash and nothing else to do.
Boats and Hoes.
Boats and Hoes. Oh, I love that.
very good.
Shall I go next?
Go.
Okay, so I've got a great story from the temp world, the world of temp recruitment. Okay, so somebody I know, and this is going back, again, this is from back in the day, yeah? They supplied workers to a cheese factory in Crewe, and they had a call from the site manager who was like irate, and it was like, you need to get on site immediately, like an emergency. So they were like, fuck, like what's happened? Somebody died, somebody been shot, like it was like an emergency. So they get to site and basically what's happened is they found somebody's shit on the toilet floor in the gents. So they're like, yeah, real emergency. And they want them to find out who is responsible for it, because obviously it's one of the temps. It can't be one of the staff, it's one of the temps.
Okay. Yeah.
So they give them
Percentage
pictures of the shit, and they're like, we want you to interview all the temps one by one and ask them, is that your poo?
And what, and see their reaction and
To try and find out who did it. So obviously everyone said no, but like genuine, it seemed like no one seen, everyone was like, what is going on here? Like, you showed me pictures of a turd on the floor. Is this your poo? Do you know what I mean? So everyone said no. So the site manager removed all the workers anyway, because it had to be their fault. Do you know what I mean? So got rid of all the temps.
Wow.
And then, like the day after, a contractor called in that had been on site and said, by the way, I forgot to mention at the time, but I had a bit of a bad stomach on Monday and I accidentally shit on the floor. So it was a contract. It wasn't any of the temps.
Of the temp staff.
But they all got let go. Can you imagine being called in as a consultant or a manager of your team on site and you're like, oh, fucking hell, what's happened? And they're like, right, somebody shit on the floor, can you find out who it is?
Who shit the cheese?
I thought someone died or something if they jagged
That's
you
what
in.
they were like, oh,
jagged you in,
shit. What's happened?
Someone's lost a finger in the cheese machine or something.
Imagine having to go to each person like...
With a straight face.
Have you got the picture?
No, I haven't got the picture.
Is that when you showed it to them? Yeah.
Is that your...
going home to your missus being like, I've lost my top. They'd be like, why? Someone shat on the floor.
Someone shat on the floor.
I think Cheryl would genuinely look at me and go, did you?
Did you shit on the floor?